Okay, hey, how's it going? I'm Nuke for Prize, and this is Hard West. Now, Hard West, as you can see, is a Western game. It bears similarities to XCOM in that it's a turn-based RPG kind of game. Your decisions affect the outcome of the story, which is really cool. But it also has that cover system, flanking mechanic and stuff, very similar to XCOM. However, that's probably where the similarities end. I'm going to do some of the campaign. Now, as you can see, it has some branching out, but let's the first part anyway. Hard times. Your journey on the Oregon Trail is halted by the harsh realities of the West. You find temporary solace in the gold trade, but bad times are just around the corner. Soon you'll be forced to make choices that will shape your destiny forever. So we're going to start that scenario. And I'm going to put on this thing called combat injuries. What that does is when your character is shot in combat, they can develop an injury, which if it's not treated, over time will become a wound which could either hinder them or possibly buff them, make them tougher as a character. But I'm not going to do Iron Man, not so keen on that, so here we go.
The Old West was a hard place. The only thing in abundance was poverty and firearms. Combine alcohol and hopelessness with greed, envy, lust, and pride, and death is often the result. Crude cabins stood alone in the wilderness, cut off from the outside world. People knew to mind their own business, but isolated, they grew ignorant and superstitious. Some said the devil walked the earth, said lost souls haunted and possessed the living, pushing them past the edge of sanity. In this harsh and dangerous country, no one had it easy, including your family. You were 6 years old when you traveled the Oregon Trail with your mother and father. Food was scarce, and your father, despite being a fine tracker and a crack shot, failed to find any game. It was as if every animal on the trail was spooked by some evil force. Your old man found a small village and tried to trade equipment for food, but this village was overrun by outlaws. They took your mother and decided to trade you and your father to white slavers. But he managed to break free, told you to hide, and set out to save her.
They took your mother away. Could your father still save her? Now, as you can see right off the bat, this is a very dark game. Much darker than some of the other games out there these days. I mean, hanging people on the intro, things like that. It's not good. I'm going to do the tutorial, but I will admit that I have played this game briefly already. I had a bit of an issue with the recording and re-recording this because I wanted to put this on the channel. I like this game from what I played. I played about an hour of it, and I really liked what I played, and I just wanted to get a video out there of it, but there were recording issues. In this mission, your father must rescue your mother, who has been kidnapped by evil men. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game. It's, as you can see off the bat, if you've been watching the XCOM videos, it's got a very similar mechanic to that game. The cover system, so you got half cover and full cover, provides protection. Now you can shoot people, you have the chance to hit, all very similar. And you can flank people as well. Most actions require action points. So yeah, you know, it's a good mechanic. It's not broke, so don't fix it. There is one difference with this though, is the luck-based system. And as you can see, the yellow bar around the side of your shield there. And that is your luck. When that runs out, you're going to get hit. If their aim is better than your luck, then you're going to get hit. If your luck is better than their aim, then it's going to miss. And I have to reload the gun. You can only reload some of the magazine in a turn, you can't do the whole thing. Now this is a mechanic I really like. You can use the shadows to locate enemies. You can even shoot them through objects like tents and things like that. So it's a really nice system. See, there you go. Shoot that guy. Now it's the enemy turn. You can customize the layout of your character as well. I don't know if there are any creatable characters, but in the early stage I haven't done that much yet. In the early part you play the father and the character of Warren. As you can see, the adjustable cover, which I think is a really nice mechanic. And see, he got hit there, so what happens when he gets hit is that his luck will regenerate a bit. Now we're going to do some fanfare. Very nicely done. That's it for the tutorial, and we are now on our own. So we're going to sneak up to the building. Going to find my mother.
She was nowhere to be found. He saw the box. What was in it? The simple wooden box contained a head. Your mother's head. Afterwards, your father found one of the gunmen still alive. The dying man rambled on about some unholy obligation, about promises made by the devil himself, and the rewards they would find in hell.
And that is the tutorial introduction mission complete. If only your prospecting was lucky enough, you could get on the Oregon Trail again.
You and your father were alive, but all your supplies were destroyed. No way you'd make it to Oregon now. Your father decided to stay put and build a life right there. Many years passed, and you grew up. You became a man.
After the fight, so the two of you took over a ruined railroad company buildings, excuse my voice there, and tried your hands at farming. The soil was dry and the land was dangerous. You spent 10 long years scratching out an existence from the dirt. Now that you were grown, you figured the two of you should try for the Oregon Trail again. It's what your mother would have wanted. Gold. Who would have thought they'd find it here? And just when you needed cash for your journey. Time to strike it rich and get out of the town before the outlaws and madmen showed up, because they always do. The masked man controlled all the gold mining. His henchmen sold you a license that let you run 9 prospecting operations. Right, so this screen is a map. There's our little house, and you can visit the different places to mine and get supplies and things like that. You also can change the layout of your character if you want different items. You can see here you have the card slots, and what the card slots do is you get different cards, they have different buffs. Survive a fatal shot. If you kill your killer, you'll make it, otherwise you'll die. And ricochet, bounce bullets off one or more objects. Now that's a really nice mechanic, the ricochet. What that does, like it says, you can shoot at objects and bounce bullets to hit people from behind or whatever, you know. Very nicely done. And see, because of the fact that he has 2 10s, that pair gives him a hand bonus movement. Basically you can set up a poker hand, so if you have a full house you get a bonus based on a full house, which I think is a really, really cool mechanic. Alright, we're gonna go to the ugly ditch. Everyone said there was a place of gold down in the ditch, but most of it was buried deep under hard rock. So we're gonna rinse the place of gold. It costs you so much to get gold, but then you also get gold out of it. So as you can see in the bottom right corner, prospecting gave me Cost me $15, but gained me 31, so I gained $16. Now, I can go deeper. Gained $8 that time, not so much. So I won't be able to afford the full-on deep one. So we're going to go over to the neighbour's house. It looked like nearby farmhouse was inhabited. You paid them a visit and they turned out to be kind people. You exchanged pleasantries and the customary promises to help one another. More importantly, you met Florence, their beautiful, kind-hearted daughter. All you exchanged was a few glances, but you found yourself smitten. Not interested in prospecting themselves, the neighbours tipped you off to a couple of promising spots.
From the day you first laid eyes on Florence, she was all you could think about. It wasn't just desire that she inspired in you. It was the way she saw the best in you, the way she made you feel.
$20 from that one. Ooh, $55. So we're over $100 now, which means we can mine the hard rock gold, smashing the quartz stones with a pickaxe. Only $6 there though. Inevitably, the news about the gold spread. Overnight, several nearby homesteads and settlements were raided. Father worried you couldn't make it on your own. He figured you'd need protection. You disagreed, but you went along with his decision for the last time. So as you can see at the top, you got the objectives: mine gold until your license runs out, and ask the crime lord for protection. So we're going to go over to the crime lord and ask him for a bit of protection. The Mexican said he'd help you for a split of the gold. He left a bunch of guns, some empty blessings, and promised to send Vaquero, I think that says, to help out. So now we're going to have to defend our homestead. Before we do, I'm going to check what we've been given. Given a navy gun, smaller to a regular revolver, with bigger slugs and a lower capacity. So in other words, a more powerful handgun, and a repeater rifle. Now this guy's got a sawn-off Cobra and a Western, so we're going to take those off him. I want those. Going to give me the Cobra, and we'll give him a 6-shooter. Repeater rifle. Shooting head, rinse, repeat. We give the father the repeater, and we shall give the Western rifle to Warren. We'll keep him with that gun. Should we give him the navy gun? No, we're going to keep the navy gun just in case. He doesn't need it, he should only need a pistol, I think. Now we're going to have to go and defend the homestead, but I'm going to run to the trade outpost first, see if there's anything there. Proprietor was eager to exchange goods with you. As you can see, you got some shoes, some herbs, some tobacco, 12 gauge shotgun, or 10 gauge shotgun even. I want it. I love shotguns. And the boots. We can get some herbs. 2 sets of herbs. That leaves us $20, and we're gonna pay. As you can see, I really like this system too. You could trade your gun for $50, or you could just put cash on. I'm going to take the navy gun off. I'm going to put cash only. There we go, $120. That should be enough. Good trade. So now I got a 12 gauge, a 10 gauge even. I keep saying 12 gauge. Now I have a 10 gauge shotgun. I'm going to switch to that. I'm going to go double shotguns on Warren. And then I'm going to give him these sturdy shoes, 1 set of herbs, and then I'm going to give the father a set of herbs. Damage 4, damage 4. They're very similar rifles, but this one has a better aim, so we're going to give him that one. Because he's got the playing cards too, so. Right, we're going to go and defend the homestead. The bandits were coming. It was the hour of reckoning. So we're going to take up defensive positions. Quick loadout check. We'll give him his Western rifle. And we're going to proceed to combat. You're well armed and prepared to defend your home from the bad men. Cheech dies, it'll cost you $200. But you get Chong as a replacement. Now, if you understand that reference, you're old. Right, the father is here. Cheech is outside, and Warren is by here. We're going to put the father by there. I'm going to switch the rifle. Excuse me. I'm going to wait there. He's going to go here to look up here, and we'll keep him there. Obviously there's no one here yet. The bandits are on the way in, so we're going to skip turn. Or end turn, I should say. Here come the bandits. Now this game doesn't have an Overwatch system like XCOM, but if you do walk in range of someone, they will shoot at you. Right, so these guys are starting to shoot. His luck is going well so far. I think the best thing here, shoot the open guys, let the other guys come up, because we got the cover, they haven't, so... Let's see, for example, I'm going to do the ricochet. We can do a ricochet off the bucket, and then we can shoot, say, him. 100% chance to hit. Here we go. Now, is that not a cool mechanic? That is a wicked mechanic, I don't care what they say. 47% chance to hit. Can I cone shot? No. I'm gonna switch weapon, because I believe this gun has a better range. Yes. We're going to shoot that guy. 57% chance. But we had the flank, so he's dead. Right, this guy, Cheech. We're going to shoot the guy at the back if possible. Missed. I should have given him the rifle. He's going to walk around there. He's going to run forward. And he's going to run forward as well. He missed and took out the window. Oh, he's going to shoot at Warren. You missed. Father. Requires 20 luck to ricochet. I haven't got enough luck right now. So we're just going to shoot. And we're going to shoot the guy closest to us. Good shot. This guy's up close to a man with a shotgun. But the man with the shotgun can't hit shit. I see Fanning has an okay chance. We're going to try it. One of them hit, that's not too bad, and I have to change him over to the rifle. Oh, missed. We're really going for Cheech. Thing is, if Cheech dies... Oh, bugger. Father got hurt then. Shooting at Warren. He missed. This guy's going into cover. Well, going into the house. Father's going to move over here. He took a hit, but I don't know if he gained any damage. Open that door, and we're going to shoot this guy in the face. Gonna move him over here, get in a nice view of that guy, but we can't, we have to reload. Tell you what we'll do, we shall switch weapon, and we shall shoot him with the sawn off. Right, you're going to switch weapon as well. And you're going to shoot this guy closest to you. Yep, just confirm it's the right one. Bet you missed. Wow, that was terrible. He's got a reload, so... But this guy... Cheech took a hit. Actually, we're going to run over here. Not necessarily a good idea with him there, but... This way we get a flank on this guy. So he's dead. Now... This guy's dropped, so... I'm gonna run over here. And then... I'm gonna try and cone shoot. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. And we'll Cheech over here, giving us the flank on this guy. Killed him too. That just leaves this guy now. Right, the father's going to use some herbs. Heal himself up a little bit. I'm going to run him over there. Alright, the gun's reloaded. Small chance we're going to go for it. We missed. That's okay. Cheech, this man's been shooting at you. What do you say about that? Yeah, I didn't think you'd like it. And that is mission complete. If only your prospecting was lucky enough. Same one as earlier. After the shootout, though you survived the attack, Father was worried. He said you should build an underground escape tunnel in case of another attack, but he also wanted you to call the shots. I think it was a good idea. I'm gonna do it. He said he'd take care of the materials and construction, meanwhile the bandits were attacking elsewhere. You ran to make sure Florence was safe. Florence's parents didn't survive the raid. You found her among the dead, weeping. She followed you home and never left. She never spoke of it, but bought flesh flowers to their house in memory every week. Meanwhile, while they were gone, your father had a visitor, a well-dressed gentleman with a particular accent who seemed to appear out of nowhere. His magnificent cologne almost concealed his curious sulphur aroma. Could it be? No, that was madness. The gentleman was quite persuasive, convincing Father to spend most of his cash on a lucky amulet. He was fed up with struggling, running scared from the bandits, crime lords, and the weather. He wanted the prospecting business to take off, and fast. Still though, Father seemed loath to discuss the matter. He downplayed the power of the trinket, insisting it probably wouldn't work. Now with sulphur aroma, obviously it could be the devil, so to speak. Still, things had improved. Father swiftly found new digging sites and extraction was efficient. Soon he was able to buy a better mining license. So now we have an amulet granting us power, because that's not dodgy. Your father was took a shot to the face so bad even Lady Luck turns away. He's lost HP and luck because of that injury, so he's now got a facial scar. What we got here? The Nine of Spades. Unholy power. Gain demonic strength. And the King of Hearts. Ability to smell blood. You can track wounded enemies. So he's going to track. And we're going to give this card to your father. And then we're going to give Vengeance, 10 of clubs. If you survive a fatal shot, if you kill the killer, you'll make it, otherwise you'll die. We'll give that to her. No, give that to him. I don't know. We'll put it back for now. Father seems to be the main character at the moment, so we'll give the stuff to him. So she's got a little pistol there. So we're going to give her a rifle as backup. And clothes. And we're going to carry on with some mining. We can go to a damp mine. Hard rock was still untouched, so we're going to start taking some of the gold. As you can see now, the Mexican takes a cut based on the percentage of the income. 20%. He's also increased our tax to 20%. Right, we're gonna go down deep for the big gold. Income of 101 from there, and the crime law has increased our tax again. Mexicans increased the tax again. I don't know if there's anything we can do to prevent that, to be honest. As you can see, there's more sites all over here now as well. Church and the crevice and stuff. Collapse mine. Oh, we're gonna go back to the ugly ditch and get that $100 cost one. Gonna get that one. And we got 33. Mexicans raise the taxes again. So it seems to be that no matter how much we do, he'll raise the taxes by 5% every time. Collapse mine. We'll try there, what's there? Heard about this place, a rich mine that collapsed years ago on top of a bunch of miners, burying them alive. Their wives and children still decorate the entrance with flowers. Look like squeeze in and maybe get some gold. Nah, we're not going to do that. We don't want to trespass on a graveyard. Excavation company, Dalton site, forest. I'm going to go to this house. Excuse me. Try again. Came by the house of a small poor family, the Small Bridges. They told you that they were trying to leave, saying this country was unsafe, but without the money they had little chance of preparing for even a short journey. Now I can decide to give them the money, not expecting to ever get it back, or I could agree that times were hard, and I'm going to be nice, I'm going to give them the money, see what happens. They were very grateful, they said they'd pray for you, which was a nice idea, but who are we kidding? Right, we're going to go to the excavation field. Right, most people have given up on this site. We're going to go for deep gold. Income of 14, the Mexicans raised the taxes again. More taxes. Just trying to get our money up now. There we go. We're up to 112. You realise too late that your gold has made the Mexican powerful. He demanded more and more of your profits, and there was a little way to stop him. Proud, brave even, Florence went to parley with the criminal, hoping to appeal to his kinder nature. She knew that you'd never allow it, so she left without telling you, just leaving you a note. Florence is gone. The Mexican had no better nature to appeal to. Florence never returned. You immediately prepared to bust her out. So now we're going to have to go rescue Florence, because she tried to be a good person, which fair enough. But sadly, she got captured. Mexican town where Florence is being held. We're going to go in and we're going to rescue her. However, I'm going to leave this video here. If you're interested in me doing more of this game, let me know, because I'm going to be playing this game in my spare time anyway, because I really like this game. So if you like it as well, let me know in the comments, and I'll continue playing it. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. So take care.